So one of the things that I figured out about life is that if I don't have a list, a to-do list or a goal sheet, I fail. I just don't do anything. I get super depressed. I get really sad. Now, some of you aren't like that because that's not your personality type. Mine happens to be. If I don't have a goal sheet, if I'm not crossing things off, I get really depressed. And that's kind of what happened to me in the last couple of months. We had this big custody battle going on over my husband's kids, and it was just absolutely awful. Absolutely just, it totally ate me. Like, I was like, up to here and just stressed and trying to micromanage everything and figure everything out. And my poor kids were getting screamed at, and I didn't want to be screaming at them, but it was just what would come out because I was so freaking stressed out. And that's naturally what happens to us. But unfortunately, I had this big long goal sheet, and I was crossing things off, and we were moving good, and I felt like I was in everything. And then I was like, okay, court battle. All right, so none of my goals are getting accomplished right now. Okay, this sucks. And then I kind of like slumped into this big depression, and it was just awful. Like, I wasn't accomplishing the goals that I needed to accomplish. So it's time to regroup. It's time to sit down. Guess what? Spring cleaning. Well, it's time to get my spring goal sheet out so I can get my summer goal sheet out. Maybe you should try this. If it's something you've never tried before, get a to-do list going. An actual handwritten list. Not one in your head, because I promise you'll forget some crap. It's like saying that you can go to the grocery store and remember everything. Haha, funny. You always forget something, and that's why I know everybody at Walmart. It's because I used to not make lists, and I'd be in there 3 times a day because I'd forget something. I'd be in the middle of making dinner like, crap, I forgot this! And have to go back to the store. So anyways, make a list, make a goal sheet. Maybe you don't even know where to start. Well, the very first thing you have to figure out is what motivates you. There's 4 different kinds of people, and there's 4 different things that motivate people typically. And once you figure out what one of those 4 things are that suits you the best, it'll be way easier for you to figure out how to motivate yourself. So for me, I like money and I like challenge, and those are the and I like to win. I like to be first place. That's just me. I'm kind of like a get up, out of my way, move, here I come. There's a perfect song to go with that, but it has some derogatory language in it, so I'm not going to post that. Maybe I'll post a link below this video about that. But anyways, that's just who I am. Some of you are like, I just want to, help everybody and everybody to love each other and get along and feed everybody and love on everyone. And some people are like, I just want to go have a blast and go on vacation and party. And some of you are like, oh no, that's way too much. Even this girl that's talking in this video right now, she's all over the place and I can't handle this. She needs to be more organized. I know I do. That's what I have a Tanya for. Christina's not organized. Sorry. But anyways, once you figure out what it is that makes you tick, it makes it so much easier to make that list because then you know exactly what it is that needs to go on that list in order to keep you going. So the list can start with tiny little itty-bitty things, but it needs to work up to bigger things so that you gain momentum that way. So I had things on my list that I have crossed off, such as taking my dad on an Alaskan fishing adventure. I got to do that in August of last year. It was the most amazing experience of my life, and I want to do it again. I had getting a bigger house. I did that, and I actually could totally turn a profit on this place because I did that. So my next couple of, and obviously weight loss was one of mine. I lost 95 pounds, and I've kept it off for the last 2.5 years now. So obviously that was a goal of mine that I've been able to scratch off. Buying my dream car was one. Luckily, I got that out of my system. I have now sold my dream car. I no longer have that liability. I'm one person. I can only drive one car at a time anyways. So now I have my big SUV that I drive my kids around in, and my husband's opened up a car lot. So now if I want to go drive a random car, I just go pick one, slap a dealer tag on it, and go. So there's a whole lot that you have to think about when it goes to making your lifelong dream list. You don't have to plan the next 30 years, but you should at least plan the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months so that you can get yourself a roadmap and know where you're going with your life. Because for me, if I don't have that roadmap, I get really down. So find out what it is that makes you tick. Make yourself a goal sheet, a goal list, or whatever it is that's going to make you want to get out of bed in the morning and figure out life. My name is Christina, and I have a little 2-year-old that is talking to me right now. Okay, I'll fix it. I love you. Yes. Okay. And I would absolutely love to help you figure out your list. So if you need help figuring out your list, go ahead and write me. My contact information is below this video. Feel free to subscribe. I love all of my subscribers, and I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you're having an awesome day.